Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to be doing so many different things in this video. I am going to be doing my makeup, I'm going to be doing a foundation review, and I'm going to be sharing some beauty hacks with you guys. As you can see, I have a bare face at the moment. I just have my lashes on and my brows. First beauty hack that I wanted to share with you guys and stress is skincare. So you want to make sure you have a good skincare routine. Give this video a thumbs up if you guys want to see my skincare routine. You want to make sure that when you're wearing makeup, you have a really good skincare routine going. The first beauty hack, which I feel like is essential in your skincare routine, is exfoliation. So other than the fact that it removes the dead skin on the surface, it also makes your makeup look so much nicer. Every time I exfoliate before doing my makeup, I just find that my application is literally flawless and my foundation looks so smooth and so nice. You guys know about this one already. It's the Body Shop Vitamin C Glow Boosting Microdermabrasion Exfoliator, and I've been using this for a while now. I really like this because it's very gentle, but it does its job and also gives my skin a nice glow. Recently, I picked up the Ordinary AHA plus BHA Peeling Solution, and I do actually like this. You're able to see a change in your skin instantly. After application, your skin looks glowy, less congested, and very smooth. It gives your skin a little bit of a tingle when you first apply it for like the first minute or so. Use it for the time that's recommended on the bottle only. Don't go over that time. If it's burning to the point where it's unbearable, just remove it. I'm still testing this out, seeing if I like it, seeing what it actually does for my skin. So I'll definitely keep you guys updated. The next beauty hack that I want to share with you guys is to apply a primer or some sort of base before going in with your foundation. What this basically does is it creates a barrier. Also, it does help to keep your makeup on longer. Depending on the specific primer that you're using, it can have other benefits for your skin as well. The primer that I'm using is the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. It really fills in my pores and keeps my makeup on. Recently, I've been using the e.l.f. Oil Control spray or mist, and I like this because it does keep the center of my face matte throughout the day. I like that it's a spray primer instead of a cream, just because I like to put as minimal products on my face as possible. While that's drying, I'll throw in hack number 3, which is to do with brows. When you're filling in your brows, depending on what type of brow you're looking for, if you want a more intense brow versus a natural brow, I personally like a more natural brow. So when I'm trying to achieve a more natural brow, less is more. I like to start in the center, make my way outward, and then use the remainder of the product in the front of my brow. It's kind of like a faded effect. The next beauty hack that I have is to go in with your setting spray in between steps. It helps to bring up all the powders on my face and just the makeup in general to make it look more skin-like. So the setting spray that I am using is the e.l.f. Dewy Setting Mist. Once that dries down, I like to go in with my translucent powder before going in with my foundation. So the one that I've been using recently is the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in 35 Deep. I have two. I have 35 Deep and I have 40 Dark. This one is my highlighting shade and this one is kind of more of an all-over face color. These are amazing as loose powders, but they're also really nice as foundation powders. If you guys are looking for an affordable loose finishing powder, definitely check these out. I actually love these more than the Laura Mercier powder, so you're saving yourself a lot of coin if you love that powder too. So applying powder before your foundation just helps to keep your skin matte, and it also helps to keep your foundation on longer. This step doesn't always work for everyone. If you're more dry, it may not work for you because it might be patchy or drying. If you're more on the oily side, it may work to absorb oil. It could also do the opposite effect and produce more oil because you're adding additional product on your face. A tip that I would recommend goes back to my previous beauty hack, to spray in between steps. Try that if you find that it's too drying or it looks more patchy on your skin. So the foundation that I am doing a first impression for is the Il Makiage Woke Up Like This Flawless Base Foundation. So I'll tell you a quick story about this guy here. This foundation is actually my mom. She was my guinea pig for this. She ordered hers online and it ended up being too gray. They told her that they would send her another one. This is in the shade 185. They sent her this one and then they also told her that she can keep the other one. So right off the bat, the customer service is amazing. How it works is you go on their site and you take, I believe, a quiz or a questionnaire, that helps them to narrow down what shade would suit you best. This one's pretty much spot on. So I asked her if I could borrow this because I did want to try the foundation, but I didn't want to buy it unless I liked it. A little bit lighter on my skin, but I definitely did want to try out this foundation because I see it all over Instagram.
This foundation is a lightweight texture, buildable, medium to high coverage, natural matte finish, optically corrective powders, has vitamin E for anti-aging benefits, hyaluronic acid for hydration, protecting and filling wrinkles. It's 100% cruelty-free and long-lasting, paired with a primer or a setting spray.
The packaging is very cute. It comes in a glass bottle and then it has a pump, which is great. So this is what the product looks like. As you can see, it's a little bit runny, but it's not too runny, so it's a nice in-between consistency. Lately I've been using a brush to apply my foundation instead of a beauty blender, so I'm using this e.l.f. powder brush. It's very lightweight, it's very thin. The color is not too bad actually. Definitely a medium coverage when you first apply it, but what's nice about it is that you can't even feel it on your skin at all. First impression, really nice. My skin looks flawless, but it also looks and feels like skin. And it does have a nice like natural glow. I'm gonna go in with my concealer now. I'll throw in another quick hack for you guys is when you're applying your foundation, to help avoid creasing, apply your foundation everywhere except for under your eyes. You are going to go in with a full coverage concealer. The more product, the more likely the concealer is going to crease, and the more likely it can get cakey under there. You want it to look very youthful. So the concealers that I'm using currently, the Maybelline Age Rewind concealer in caramel and the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer in warm honey. So I've been using this one for a while. This is my favorite concealer. I recently picked this guy up because I wanted to try this since I was like 17. I'm literally turning 25. I was never able to find one in my shade in my city, so I finally found one after literally almost 10 years. I love it. It is a full coverage concealer. Coverage is amazing. I love the applicator. It's nice and soft and it blends out the concealer for you. But yeah, I like to mix the two just because this one is a little bit more cool tone than this one is. So I like to apply this one under my eyes and then this one to highlight. Twisty one. Then for this, I just go in with my beauty blender. The next hack that I have for you guys is no baking. So for me, baking makes my makeup look cakey. It depends on the person and their skin. For me, it doesn't work. I like a more natural look for my makeup. If you do too, then I'd highly recommend just lightly dusting powder on your face. But if you do that, I'd recommend spraying in between. So the next step is I'm gonna go in with bronzer. I'm using the Morphe Glamour Bronze Face and Body Bronzer in Leader. But I do recommend doing a little bake under here. The next thing that I wanted to show you guys is how I contour my nose, just because my routine has changed. I use the Glamour Bronze. I like to use this one for contouring my nose and just contouring my face in general because it has that cool toned shade to it, so it will create shadows. I take this, which is just a concealer brush. I just popped off the bottom of it, or it fell off, I can't remember. But I just take that and I just apply product right on the sides of my nose, connecting from my eyes. And you don't want to be scared to go in with the product because we're going to blend it out afterward. The hardest part about this is just making sure that the contour is straight. As you can see, because of the color of this bronzer, it literally looks like shadows. Now I'm just gonna go in and blend these out. So I like to blend it out with the brush first, and then I'll go in with the beauty blender with a little bit of concealer on it and blend out the sides. I just create like a V under my nose just to shape it a little bit more. It looks more like that in a way instead of like that. I'm not going to add any additional product. Whatever is left on here, I'm just going to go on the edges. This is why you don't just let anyone use your beauty blender, because it's like all up my nose. And I'm going to take a little bit of this bronzer and go right under my lip. Gives you a little bit more of a pout. So that is the next hack, is to just put some bronzer or like a contour shade under your lip to make them look a little bit more pouty. Okay, so the next beauty secret is to take your lip liner. This is the NYX Slide On, Glide On, Stay On, and definitely a Turn On waterproof lip liner in Urban Cafe. I'm just gonna outline my lips and then blend out the outline just so that the lipstick blends right into my lip liner without me actually having to blend it out. Just makes it so much easier. It also makes your lips look fuller and bigger. This is the Dior Rouge Dior Liquid in 614. I always like to apply a brown lip liner before any of my nudes, just so that it doesn't look pasty and so that it blends better. The last thing that I wanted to talk about is my lashes. The lashes that I'm wearing are the Mint Beauty Bar lashes in Flirty. So they come in this little container like this. They are big lashes, but they don't look too dramatic. They're very wispy. They almost look like hybrid false lash extensions. When I wear them alone, they just look like I got my eyelashes done. And it's crazy because anytime I go to get lash extensions, I always ask for this look and I can just never get my desired result. So it's just amazing that I found a pair of falsie strips that are exactly what I'm looking for. And what I love about these is that the band's not too thick. And a lot of lashes like these have thicker bands and it's hard for them to kind of stay on your eyes. This one is literally the perfect in between. So if you guys like these lashes, definitely check out Mint Beauty Bar on Instagram. I think their website is also coming soon. They have a bunch of other different styles that you can choose from. And yeah, I'm obsessed with these. The quality is amazing. I pretty much wear these like every day. I'm obsessed with them. So I'm definitely gonna get some more. The final step is just going with the setting spray. And I'll quickly just talk about the foundation. So now that it's been on for a little bit, I wanted to take a look at it. So far so good. I love how this foundation looks. It still looks exactly like it did when I first applied it. It doesn't accentuate my pores in any way. My skin looks super smooth, but it also looks like skin. It doesn't look like I'm wearing a lot of foundation. It has a nice natural glow to it. It really enhances my complexion and makes me look brighter and more radiant. I feel like this foundation you can wear on a daily basis. That's how lightweight and just beautiful it is. I highly recommend trying this foundation out no matter what skin type you are. Very comfortable on the skin. If there are any changes to my opinion on this foundation, I will keep you guys updated in the description box. If you enjoyed this video and if you learned something from it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below, and I will see you guys in my next video.